ICJ on the mic, yeah, you know what it is. Late night vibes, talking theories about the biz. Press play, we ain't missing, get locked in. From the Midwest worldwide, let's begin.
Started from the ground, built a name with the art. From the graphics to the voice, every piece got heart. Prints on the shop, got the hustle real tight. Now the podcast popping, taking off overnight. Buzzsprout waves, YouTube live, Twitch on deck, let the real ones vibe. One Piece drops, break it down, no cap. Predictions on point, every hit straight facts. Mic check, 1, 2, let's ride. ICJ's pod, we gon' stay worldwide. Tune in, get the truth, no lies. Real talk every week, new vibes. Gotta lock in, gotta tune in now. Deep dives, take a seat, calm down. Late night talk, put the city on sound. One click, one sub, we around. Self-made, built a brand from the dust. Designed so clean, gotta move with the trust. Stories get told, got the novel on deck. Slot the limbo, yeah, we coming up next. Comics in the works, game codes in the mix. Card game flames, every deck so slick. Anime style, but the message stay real. ICJ vision, gotta build what you feel. One mic, one dream, one step, one team. Midwest born, worldwide scene. Vision too strong, let the speakers scream. Future in my hands, yeah, you know what I mean. Gotta lock in, gotta tune in now. Deep dives, take a seat, calm down. Late night talk, put the city on sound. One click, one sub, we around. Gotta lock in, gotta tune in now. Deep dives, take a seat, calm down. Late night talk, put the city on sound. One click, one sub, we around. ICJ, yeah, we taking it far. Next up, who knows, maybe Hollywood stars. New episode dropping, you know how it goes. Stay tuned, stay locked, let's run up the show. Calm down, late night talk with the city on sound. One click, one sub, we around. Gotta lock it, gotta tune in now. Deep dives, take a seat, calm down. Late night talk with the city on sound. One click, one sub, we around. ICJ, yeah, we taking it far. Next up, who knows, maybe Hollywood stars. New episode dropping, you know how it goes. Stay tuned, stay locked, let's run up the show.
Oh, crap, we're back. And just like that, we've reappeared. How is it going, everybody? What the heck? I think it goes without saying, but we've been gone just for a little while now. All right, don't hold it against us, We weren't doing anything, illegal as of recent. We were just kind
It's
of...
not me.
It's not me? Okay, hold on now. Wait.
That's fine.
That's insane. Okay, well, it's good to put it out there. We were not involved with October 7th. Okay, we had nothing to do with it. Neither Mr. J nor Icy from the ICJ's podcast are suicidal. Neither of us. We do not have suicidal intentions, nor any ideation. All right.
Nope.
I think it's good to put that out there. All right, so we can proceed.
If anything, I got up syndrome. If anything, too high on life, man.
Right. Yo, facts. Hey, bro. I'm good too. I feel great. I feel healthy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I know we both got plans for the future, so we don't.
We got so many plans.
Plan on,
all the plans.
Going anywhere anytime soon.
Matter of fact, I have a necromancer on speed dial right now. So, just so you know how much we want to live,
Yeah, we are.
Alrighty. So, I mean, of course, I feel like an update would be highly regarded. So,
go for it.
This is what we've been up to. Alrighty.
Okay.
You could, so anyone listening, if you would like to see what we've been up to,
I'm listening.
You can check our YouTube, where you'll see a plethora of live streams, anime related.
Yup.
Something you could just go towards, it tickles your fancy when we talk about things of One Piece nature, maybe Bleach and so on. We'll touch more on that nearing the end of the stream, this broadcast specifically. Besides that, we also have a TikTok that's been booming, right? I believe we've been allowed to stream on there as well. We do gameplay streams where we
Mhm.
cover Repo, Yu-Gi-Oh, Master Duel. I don't know if we've streamed Phasmophobia on there yet, but
Nope, not yet.
that'd be cool to do.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, but this guy
things
never
of
wants to
that
play
nature.
repo, so yeah.
I suck so. It's a skill issue. All right, I'll admit. I'll admit it's a skill issue already. So I'll leave it there.
Dang.
But
Brody sucks so much
we
he can't even play repo.
oh, that's
Right?
crazy. Okay, wait, I don't. Okay, hold on now. Okay, me being
He
the
ain't got no
swole
thumbs.
masculine king that I am
Hmm.
already, I
Uh-huh.
consider myself too good almost. It's
Really?
not good for someone of my stature to stoop down and learn to play such a game as Repo.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Even though
sorry.
when I hop
He's
on
only good at brain dead games like Marvel Rivals.
brain dead game like your Marvel Rivals. I actually don't play that anymore, and I agree. That is a garbage, trash game. Oh my gosh, I hate that game.
Hmm.
Holy moly. Now, I think
Yeah.
this is a game we could both agree it is top tier and above our own level in life. Splitgate 2.
Split
Um,
8-2. Hey,
Splitgates
it
2.
ain't above me, bro. I was killing it. What do you mean?
It is outstanding. That game, yo, I'm telling y'all right now, check it
I
out.
I don't think I ever went negative.
Honestly,
Actually,
same.
went
Same.
double to triple positive, buddy.
That crap was
You forget it.
fun, dude.
It was
Oh
fun.
man, every game 30 to 50. Oh man, that was fire. I like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I mean, that's gonna be returning in May. So look forward to that. Perhaps we shall stream that on our Twitch, maybe, perhaps,
Heck
perchance.
yeah.
Um, we'll look into that. As far
Heck
as
yeah.
when it comes to anything else we've been doing, well, on said TikTok that I mentioned earlier, we have a TikTok shop where we post anime related clothing as well as personal ideology clothing. What I mean by that is, something personal to Mr. J and I, right? We are Christians. We love God. Christ Jesus is dope. You know what I'm saying? The works. So we have clothing designed around that as well. If that also tickles your fancy.
Well,
Uh,
I am. He's still working on it. He's getting there,
I'm
but
so
you know,
okay. Who's the minister here? Who's the ordained minister?
I don't mean nothing.
Okay.
Look at
Tell me nothing.
Pope Francis. Where you think he going?
Oh,
Huh?
the
Huh? Huh?
Pope. Okay.
Exactly.
You want to talk about popes? All right. All
I'm just
right.
saying, being a minister don't mean nothing. Yeah.
You know what's crazy though? What's really crazy? The situation with the Pope is so specific because if you talk to like Spaniards and stuff like that, people in Italy and all that, yo, they are infatuated with the Pope. I have no idea why. I
Yeah.
have not seen that man do anything for anyone. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't have I don't get notifications directly from the Vatican, but as far as I know, he has not done anything. And I don't want to hear this BS about charities and oh he was super lucrative to be around. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear about it. Name one charity that no, you know what? I take that back. There are some charities that are legit, but for the most part,
Yeah, very few though.
that exactly that. Very few. I won't even say the word few. Very couple, a some amount
Very
of
limited, yeah.
charity. Yeah, limited is It's still too. It's too much. Too high of a.
Handful.
Yeah, a hand. There it is. A handful of charities are legit, in my
Probably count them
opinion.
on your hand.
Right? Yeah. I mean, personally, the charity I love and hold dear to my heart is
Mhm.
the nature conservation. Right?
Oh brother.
Love that. I'm a big nature guy.
Oh brother.
Some call me the nature boy. You
Yes, guy
know,
goes on hug
I was
streets, bro.
him before him. That's all I'm saying. All right. What? What'd you say? What?
You heard, you heard me.
Okay, y'all. Alrighty. This
No
is
tree
my
hug himself.
tree hugging.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, cat.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I've never hugged a tree in
That's,
my entire life.
that's cap. Especially if you
I've
don't
never seen a tree. Where
cap.
are trees? Matter of fact, where are they located? I
I
don't
know
know.
for a fact you can look out your window and see a tree, buddy. Don't even lie to me like that.
Alrighty. All right. This
I will
is now
dox
he
you right
talks to
now.
me. Now he's doxing me. This is insane.
I will dox you right there.
Oh man. I mean, let's not go there. All
I
right.
mean what? Yeah, exactly.
Let's
Exactly.
backpedal a little bit. Let's do some shameless backpedaling.
Sure.
But yeah, besides the Pope dying and that whole fiasco,
Yeah.
the next Pope,
Picking
I
another
think
one right
is
now.
yeah, they are right. The what was it called? The conclave.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I just know they're in a room, and then when you see the smoke, then they
My
pick
bad.
or something. I don't know. I'm not Catholic.
Wait, when he when the
I don't
summoning
conform to
ritual works,
Catholicism.
that's the new Pope.
Yeah, right.
When he
They
gets
got
isekai.
a magic circle on the ground like Constantine.
Right, when he gets isekai, that'll be the one.
Yeah, right. He's a guide.
A backwards isekai.
Aren't people
Jeez.
kind of what's the word? Um I guess I'll use guessing. It's gonna be the one what is it? Uh the black guy that's a cardinal.
Oh right,
I can't think of his name.
I don't know his name either. I've seen him, but I've also seen a Filipino guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I heard that guy was also them two are neck and neck or whatever.
Oh wait, I thought someone said he was like Chinese. There was a Chinese one. Maybe I could have swore someone said there's a Chinese
Well,
cardinal in the running.
all right. Well, I don't want to touch that. Let's not put my thoughts out there right now. But
We think he's a
they should
spy.
know what the fudge what his race should be. And it bothers
Right.
me that specifically an Asian man they can't get down right. It bothers me quite a bit,
Uh,
but already. Matter of fact,
Actually,
make him Pope. He deserves it. If you know what I mean, that's crazy at that point. Imagine your whole life. You're a known cardinal within the bounds of the conclave, and they're over here like, what are you?
okay,
Like
so he
what?
is Filipino.
Okay, good. All right, I'm glad I wasn't wrong. Goodness gracious,
See what's his
Filipinos.
name? Luis Antonio
Cap.
Tagal.
His name is not Luis Antonio. There's no shot.
That's what it says. It's Cardinal Luis Antonio.
Yo, y'all. Okay,
I
be
mean,
real
I
with
mean,
me.
if you go back
Y'all
in
right here.
history, Spain, conquered Mexico, and then
Right, right.
Philippines, and
But here's the thing, right?
uh,
The amount of jokes that I could make right now is unbearable to listen
okay.
to. And I'm not gonna do it just because I'd like our progression here on this podcast. But let's be real. Okay, look at this. Ideologies, biases aside, would be pretty fantastic if I would just go off the dome right now with some jokes. But
And isn't so in the whole thing with the Catholic Church, isn't this Pope gonna be the last Pope, which they
Yeah.
predicted or whatever?
Yo, about that. Yeah, that what 800-year-old prophecy.
Yeah, there was
Goodness
like what,
gracious.
13. I forget what the number is. It's like a certain
Some
amount
crap.
of popes,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be the last one. Apparently.
Apparently the one that just died was the last one. The one that's next is the
Really? I
Antichrist.
thought. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I we still have one more,
No,
and then like
no.
Judgment Day.
No, this is Judgment Day, my boy.
Wait.
Yeah, bro.
I'm looking that up.
He's looking it up. He's like, I gotta prepare, bro. If it's Armageddon, hold on.
The Armageddon.
Armageddon. What did I say? My
That
bad.
makes that Armageddon.
Armageddon. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too.
Okay, let me do it this way. Hope prophecy. Okay. Now suddenly, I just can't find it.
And that's what we're going to be assassinated. Like I said, we are not suicidal. We love life. Where is that necromancer when you need him? Hold on, let me send a text message.
You know, it's a him, huh? Assuming their gender.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
100%. Yeah. I mean, look. All right. Trump said so. Who am I to argue with the next pope? Right.
900-year prophecy. They don't want to
900
tell
years
me about
farther.
it,
Well,
but they're not gonna.
what'd you say?
They want to tell me about it, but they don't want to.
They don't want to disclose.
We have left. Yeah.
I mean, you saw the skull of crossbones that had bring that one guy in. That's probably the Antichrist. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Speaking of myths and legends and Merlin and whatever, let's we are going to segue right into another conspiracy theory. That's not really a conspiracy theory, but we're going to say the conspiracy theory because I hate saying allegedly. The whole situation with Jeffrey Epstein and that new person who definitely did not kill himself. Have you seen that? Seen the news around that?
I have not actually. No.
Oh yeah. So I might have mentioned to you the other day that he made a video, specifically saying that she's not suicidal. Not the one that you recently saw on TikTok. Not that one.
Okay.
It was a different person. By the way, that person is yeah, that's a whole other, that's a current situation, matter of fact. But the one I'm speaking about was a person I think who's been to court on numerous occasions. They're the one she was the one who was spearheading the situation with pretty much outing Epstein and all the other pedos.
Okay.
And she died by suicide about
Ooh.
about 2 weeks ago, around that time.
Oofda.
Yeah, and she had made multiple long length posts saying that she was not suicidal and all that.
Okay.
That she was actually in hiding, as far as I believe. She was going like house to house or whatever because there are weirdos after her. She even disclosed that there are people after her life.
Oofda.
Well, here's something that bothers me. Okay, why don't they ever be specific? They're never specific. They act as if they have like a celestial dragon chain around their neck. Like it's like, you know what I mean? Like one wrong bird and freaking boom. That's a burn word. One wrong word and boom. But I don't know why they're not disclosing who, at what time, and you're already going against them in court, right? So like, what's going on? I don't know. It's weird to me. But yeah, man, it seems like within the last couple of years, all these pedophiles are like being outed and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, there's huge rings of them, so
I mean, yeah, yeah. Something something that doesn't get talked about a lot, but
Nope.
has made the rounds at this point. I think, in this day and age, talking about it is pretty easy to do, but doing something about it as a group in society is probably the hardest part. Which when we were growing up, it was backwards. It was backwards as life, you know.
hmm
Even
Yeah, I
if
think they're
we
just
even heard something, people were getting beat up, you know.
right.
But
They're just so
not yeah.
protected now. I feel like
You think it's that? You think it's that they're
it,
protected?
it feels like they are like this. The system's kind of like
Right.
morphed in a way to where kind of protects those kind of people.
I could definitely see that. Yeah. I
Whereas, I
mean,
mean, like,
that's
look at the
yeah.
recent situation with the UFC fighter who went after that guy who
Oh, right.
is something to his family member.
I mean, man,
You know?
and yeah. That mean, yeah, it definitely fits too with what I just said as well. Like growing up
Mhm.
with in our generation, it was like you see something, you hear something, you do something.
Yeah.
You don't just say something when it's already happened and then too scared to act. Like I don't know what that is, but
This is being yellow.
being yellow bellied.
Yeah.
But
Yellow belly. I think it's because there's so many um people who are higher up who are into that sort of
yeah. Dang, you know what's insane about that too?
thing.
That I don't think it's talked about a lot is the ease that they have in doing it.
Yeah.
That doesn't get talked about a lot. Everyone's like, why? How could it have happened? Why? Like,
Mhm.
in what way does it make like it's easy for them, dude? If
Yeah.
you really like know somebody who knows somebody, they'll tell you
Yep.
like if they like for example like in the hotel industry,
Uh-huh.
they'll like tell you like, yo, there's people who are assigned like doormen for those people, and they'll
Mm.
just like procure them whatever they want, whether it's an illegal substance or something just straight up like that of that nature.
Right. hmm
And it's like who who's the middleman in this situation? I think that's who we need to go after, right? Because
hmm
these rich people, these billionaires, the 1% who's the usual suspects, I'll call them.
Yeah.
They're the ones who are just kind of benefiting from it, right? It's like think about it this way: when you want to stop someone from dealing
Mm.
drugs, you don't go after the person who's buying the drugs. You go after
Right.
the person supplying it. So
Yeah.
why in the world are we so fixated on the freaking people who are buying it and just whatever they're doing with that,
hmm
and we're not going after suppliers? And I think the answer there lies in why they're so yellow bellied, right? As you say, is
Yeah.
because when you go after the supplier, suddenly it's like you're playing the hard, you're playing the scary game because usually
Right.
those people will be cartels, they'll be mafia, they'll be something within organized crime.
hmm
Um, but even then, if you don't want to go against them, they're obviously being funded by somebody else, you know.
Right.
So
I
whoever
mean,
then you yeah
like as kind of evidence to that, look at what happened to Diddy's lawyer after he kind of tried to pull more people in that
right
were also like doing what he was doing.
right
He got well, he's no longer on the case.
facts yeah man.
Certain people. Your
I mean
favorite, whatever. movie stars,
Yo,
rappers,
facts,
whatever.
facts. They're in on it, or they know something. They're not saying anything,
Yeah,
and that's the problem.
they definitely know something, and they're probably in on it. At least a
Right.
good amount of them.
I feel like at this point in society, if you know that much, you will have done something similar, or at
Oh
least
yeah,
are a co-conspirator of some sort, because
right.
there's no other way
Yeah, because that's
for
how
this to
they'll,
be. Yeah,
keep you
yeah,
silenced because they
for
got
sure.
something on you.
But there's that thing again, right? Where it's like you are under threat of being silenced. If you are under that point, like under that much heat, I mean,
Mhm.
you've been already marked off.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
just what that is.
Oh
You
yeah.
are, yeah, and they'll say that too. They know this. This is what it boggles my mind,
Hmm.
right? Is like they know they're blacklisted. They know no one likes them. They know that they're having to be incognito throughout life, but still they're not releasing the actual information, like names,
Yeah.
addresses, direct means of contact, the middleman who is funding them. You know
Hmm.
this. This is not secret information if you're in those circles. It's really, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane to me.
I mean, it is. Yeah. But that's like people think the like your judges, your lawyers, or whatever, your politicians wouldn't ever do something like this. But like, what about that
Right, yeah.
one judge that
Hmm.
that one cop confronted because he found out he was mistreating his, I think it was the cop's daughter or something he had done something to. So, he showed up to his office and uh
Right,
sent him
right.
to meet the true
Not the
judge.
Lord. Not the Lord. I mean, we're being
Got
real.
sentenced right there.
Facts, yeah, there it is. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, man. That's the
Yeah.
situation, though. And this is an unfortunate reality, right? Where you'd have people
Mm.
who are who you would think wouldn't even be associated with this sort of thing, but
Mhm.
especially in their heyday, right? Like people like Drake,
Mm. Yeah.
right? And look what happened to him, right?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
by the way, funniest crap that's ever happened, I think, in pop culture. I can't lie. Is the whole situation with Drake. It is. You can't make this up. It's too funny.
Yeah.
Like like it's funny, but like we just were talking how serious it was. It's very serious, and I think he should have had worse done to him, but
Uh-huh.
still, very funny. The way Kendrick Lamar went at it is very funny.
Oh yeah.
Um, my bad. I just remember something I can't say, but no, but
All bet.
yeah, yeah. Oh man, but definitely, definitely an issue. I'll say, and
Yeah, and I
definitely
think it's
something
getting
that.
worse.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. Yeah, that part though.
But just because like
My bad.
it's almost getting normalized because like there'll be, and like let's say a girl who's like 15 or 16, and then so like however it may happen, start talking to a guy or whatever, and turns out
Right.
he's like 18 or 19,
Yeah,
and then stuff will happen there.
it's
And
insane,
people
man.
don't see that as like a big issue, but
I
that's
mean,
still
yeah,
pedophilia. I mean,
it is. It
it's a child.
100% is. Yeah, 100%.
you
Like,
know?
I just don't understand it. I mean, here's a situation. Speaking about that sort of
Mm,
age difference,
mm,
um, dude, um, people who I know, I'll say, I'm not
mm.
going to get them doxxed and get them any heat, but I don't
Yeah.
think I told you the story. This has just happened, very recently that I heard
Mm,
about. A person, a woman who was
mm.
prominent figure within the athletic community,
Okay.
um, and I mean the athletic community. I mean Olympics. That's as far as I'm going with specifics.
Okay.
was just who just passed away.
Oh wow.
They were, man, they were pretty dominant in their life. They achieved many different goals. Like she was successful in sports, right? She was successful in her personal life. She was,
Mhm.
had kids. Was thought to be a great husband.
Uh-huh.
Um, she also had another job where she was helping a lot of people. But suddenly her life came to an end when she decided to take it.
Oh man.
Uh, yes. So of course you would look at the situation from the outside and you would think, wow, that is horrific and horrendous. Why would this? Why would she do such a thing? Well,
Uh-huh.
it's rumored, I'll say, allegedly. I have to
Mhm.
mention. Um, I have to say these things.
Yep.
Uh, but yeah, unfortunately, it was allegedly her husband's doing. Um, he
Really?
yes, he had an affair with a 16-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and so her not wanting to share this with the rest of her family, and I guess keeping it hidden, and him, I'm guessing, is taking it to the grave. Um, there was a funeral session, and that's where the rumors started within that funeral of hers. And want to hear it? I'm not going to say the most screwed up part, but
Mm.
it's up there, man.
Oh, wow.
Within her casket, it was rumored, allegedly, he
Mhm.
had taken the ring off of her finger.
Oh wow.
Dog, I'm saying.
Huh.
So that was a huge thing that I learned about. And it just goes to show you, right? It's
Uh-huh.
something of disease, something of demonic nature
Mhm.
that possesses these individuals. And I say individual because it is not only a man thing. Pedophilia is
Right. Yeah.
doesn't matter of what
Mhm.
your gender is. It does not matter.
Yeah.
Um, so it is a demonic force, has to be in some way, some metaphysical agent that is possessing this individual to commit such a travis, such a man. There's so many words I could use to define how heinous this is, and even to give him the wherewithal, the audacity to say, "Give me back my ring at your own funeral."
Right.
That is insane to me. That is insane. And so it's just like these sort of people that we also have to look for within our own society and communities, because it doesn't matter how successful you are in your life, and it doesn't matter how unsuccessful you feel in your life.
Mhm.
Those type of people are always
Right.
around, and they seem to just slither their way, you know, into some sort of like higher standing. Like, look how successful she was in comparison, you know, and still this thing sort of happens. It's something that the reason I bring this up too is also to prove a point. It's like these pedos, man. They're not gonna stop. They're not. They're really not. In their mind, in their sick brain, they believe that it is okay in some way.
Mm.
They think it's fine to do what they do. And that's something that's like, it's not something a normal person can wrap their head around. It's just not. Um, and it's something that's
That
too prevalent in society. What
wow.
happened?
I was gonna say that sounds like that story with that pastor who they think allegedly may have, you know, had something
Hmm.
to do with his wife's death.
Wow. Yeah. I think I may know who you're referencing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. It needs to be not. It doesn't need to be addressed anymore. We know. Everyone
Yeah.
knows. This is something we warn our children about. This is something we have to work around. It's so prevalent. We need to work around it within our
Right.
communities, and this is not fair to the society. To
Hmm.
any group of people, it's not fair. Um, so something needs to be
Yeah.
done, and I mean something permanent, right? Because it's something that will stay unless something happens. Because of how
Right.
ingrained it is in society. I mean, look at history, right? The
Hmm.
what was it? The Greek,
Greek,
you
Greek,
know,
Greek. Or
the ancient Greeks, the Romans as well, with like how pedophilia was ingrained in their cultures.
oh, okay. Yup. Yup. You're
Yeah,
talking about and yeah,
yeah, yeah. So
like um that's why I think you know uh, castration should be a thing that
definitely,
we do
no,
to those people.
yeah, 100%, I agree. It's that that's the sort of thing that is necessary. Because
Mhm.
prison obviously isn't doing anything. The elites are the ones who make the
Right.
laws. And if they're the ones committing the act, there's not going to be a harsh law about it. This is why
Yeah.
it's like something that the judges who are in power now need to fight
Hmm.
for. Because these new judges that are being elected have a bias. And unfortunately that bias is tied to politics rather
Hmm.
than humanism. And
Yeah.
if you and I hate that. I hate that so much. It's something that even in relationships that I've experienced, even recently, um, it's something I haven't mentioned to you. Even they ask, your potential significant other, your partner,
Hmm.
asks about your political standing rather than your ideals as a human.
Yeah.
You know, like me personally, I think if you're listening to the show long enough, I'm not either, right? I don't consider myself Republican nor Democrat.
Okay.
Um, it's something that I just don't feel matters in the big picture of like how society develops. And that
Right.
that might be a hot take for many people, you know. It's just I don't think I think as a society we should be past these sort of things. Why are we creating bylaws for something that should be obvious and free? I don't know. But
Right.
that's just my standing. So whenever I'm not gonna go into that too much, but it's something that is definitely like needs to be situated because you have that situation with uh that man recently, right, who was taken by the Trump administration and to El Salvador,
Uh-huh.
right? And you told me there was that judge who was trying to help him out, right?
Yes. From
So here,
yes, as of my understanding, yes.
okay, yeah, as what we understand right now. We'll
Yeah.
look into this a bit more later on and update everyone
Yeah.
if whether we're wrong or right later on at a later date. But as far as we know, there was even judges trying to help this person out, and I'm not here to like decide on what's right or wrong with that person's specific situation, but in the like within the realm of humanitarianism, if your goal is to help someone escape ICE, but then go right back to your job and persecute someone for like such a lesser crime,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And sit on your high horse and
Right.
be like, yeah, I did something with my life,
Hmm.
while all these people who are putting money in your pocket, you know, telling you
Hmm.
that's like, what to do, what not to do. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. None of this makes sense is what I'm trying to get at. And it takes something that severe to really put a dent, if anything, into that sort of lifestyle of theirs. And that
Right.
there's more I could say, but honestly, um, man, you know what I mean? It is something that is very upsetting to think about, and to have to deal with in life. And unfortunately, like I said it earlier, we have to sort of dance around it. We have to live around that sort of thing because the vast majority of individuals would rather stay comfortable, right?
Hmm.
In their own lives, in their own little pocket dimension, than step out of it and better others' lives, right?
Right.
Um, and even with this sort of situation, they wouldn't even be bettering another individuals. They would be bettering society by doing this sort of thing. But you know, what I'll wrap this conversation up with, right? Is
Yeah.
by the way, did you know it takes about 20 grand to 40 grand? Uh, just a light donation of 20 to 40 grand into your nearest representative, your state representative pocket, um, to maybe pass a law that you may or may not find beneficial for society. Just a thought, just an idea, just a fact.
Okay, dude, I'm not
Um,
bribing an
if
elected
the elite are
official.
doing it for terrible purposes, why shouldn't we for better purposes?
Because we'll actually be charged and do time for it.
Nope.
Because we don't have that kind of
That kind of
money
power,
to
you
say
think?
otherwise. Yeah.
All I'm saying is that we as a society and a collective have more
Mhm.
power than they do as an individual. So I think
Yes,
if we
yes, as a
really
collective.
wanted to
So
get
if we
something
all banded together, then yeah, we could. But
right, I mean, I guess that
we,
would be the assumption, right? If you're going to spend 20 to 40K to do such a thing.
yeah, but then
But
at that point, we wouldn't even need the money. We could just overthrow them. You know.
no, I don't think that's not what I don't think it's that big of a group would take. Like get a good lawyer together,
Okay, so
get some
you're
funds
okay. So
together.
you're talking
Get,
like a handful of people.
right, yeah, I'm not,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It just takes one law to really like put a stop to these people. It takes one good law, not to put a stop to it. My bad. That's but a good law to like limit their activities is all I'll say. And what are politicians if not perfectly placeable objects within your pocket? Uh, that's all I'll say right there. Moving on. So speaking of apish creatures that should be put down, that
Oh boy.
debate with the 100 men and that gorilla,
That
man.
gorilla.
What are your thoughts on this, man? What is? I mean, so many things have been said.
Yeah. Um. I'm I'm kind of on the fence about it because on one hand, the gorilla isn't like an aggressive animal like a grizzly would be or something.
Right.
So they're not gonna their their intention is never really to attack you if they just see you.
You think so?
They're more so yeah, they're more so curious than
That's fair.
anything.
Okay, that's a good word. Curious, yeah.
Because if you look at it, there's very rarely an instance where there's a gorilla attack and someone dies just because I
Right,
mean
right.
obviously there's instances where like if you stare at it in the eyes
Carry back
or
to it.
you smile, yeah, there
I
are
would
things
do
you can
that.
do to
Sorry.
provoke it, but
I would love to provoke a gorilla into fighting 100 men. That's pretty awesome.
I just I don't
Pretty random
know
statement, by the way. But yeah.
if the 100 guys could do it
Okay,
because
I think we need to
if
talk
we're just
about
fighting with like
specifically.
fists and stuff,
Right.
I mean, sure you can jump on it and like try to get like some kind of headlock or something on it, but
Hmm.
if it decides to like roll down or like fall down or something, like
Hmm.
it's gonna squish you. Probably gonna break a rib or
Well,
something.
don't they weigh like around 400 pounds? I don't think they'll squish you though.
I don't know how much
They
they
do,
weigh.
right? I thought it
I
was
mean,
like
it'll hurt
400.
though. 400
It'll hurt,
pounds on you.
most definitely. But I think okay, it depends what what's the word? what caliber of man is taking on these apes. I mean,
Okay, I'm thinking guys like Khabib, Islam.
Khabib's getting steamrolled by that gorilla. I'm sorry, that's just what that is. I was thinking like Brian
Are
Shaw.
you a
I'm
Khabib hater?
thinking,
Okay.
oh no, I'm not a Khabib favorite. No. But no, he'd 100% get steamrolled by himself. And even with a group of 100 people like with him, I think he'd be, no matter if he was 1 or 100. I don't think he can last against a gorilla.
Even Brian Shaw, dude. Like
Oh, 100%. No,
this
he's going down.
gorilla could break your bones with
100%. Yeah,
with
no,
a hit.
1000%. I think,
And it's
you
got
know
its
what?
teeth it can, notch you with.
True. I mean, here's the thing though. You're not gonna go fight the gorilla and be like, I just need to knock it out. No, you're fighting to kill it, right?
Well, right, yeah.
So it's primal at that point, man. You're gonna be biting, ripping. You're gonna be uh trying to put it to sleep. You're gonna be punching. You're gonna be elbowing, kneeing, everything. You can't just be like, these fists will do it. Like, heck, that's not happening. So that I say that because it leads me to my next point. 50 guys is all it takes. I'll say that. I stand by it. I do. I stand 10 toes on it. For real. Now let me tell you what. Let me tell you what. Put Brian Shaw in it. Right? Put him
Okay,
in there.
yeah, Brian
Put half
Shaw.
Thor Bjornsson in it. Throw him in there. Throw
Okay,
in
put
Mark
Thor
Henry.
in there.
Throw in Mark Henry.
Put in
in
Mark
there.
Henry. Put in freaking Eddie the Beast. Put in
Do it.
all
Put
these
him
other
in there.
guys.
Yeah. Put in Brock Lesnar. Right? Put in
This
who
guy
else?
said
Who else?
This guy said Brock Lesnar, and
Wrestler is
he's
definitely
laughing at me
helpful.
for saying Khabib. That's crazy.
No. These Brock Lesnar getting pushed through, but we need someone who could hold him down. And as a wrestler, he has a better chance than Khabib for sure.
I
Because
think
Khabib's
Khabib's wrestling is better than his.
you think so?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think he could. I don't even think his arm could get across. When I'm thinking of holding down, I mean like by the arms, like maybe like a master lock or
You know,
something. That's a
no
reference right
one
there.
is holding a gorilla down, man.
Probably not down, but like in a way that'll
You're like, okay,
allow
let's
for
say
the
you
shot to
grab
be
him,
open.
boom. You're like holding him back. That gorilla's gonna start gonna bite your shoulder.
He's gonna be thrashing you 1,000%, biting you. That's why that's probably the fifth
Because
person.
your shoulder's gonna be
who's attacking.
in its face, so it's just gonna be like
So this is my train of thought, right?
shoulder broken.
50 guys
Collarbone
attacking all at
broken.
once. 1,000%. Yeah. I mean, 50 guys
Uh-huh.
attacking all at once. The first 10 are done. They're incapacitated for sure. They're gone. They're dead. They're oopsie daisies. They're gone. Right? But like the 11th to I would
Uh-huh.
say 20th person. Now we're starting to get the gorilla winded. Right? Now the 21st to 30th. Now we probably have a chance to really hold them down a bit more. Right? Now 31st to 40th. Now we're doing damage. He's starting to be like he's feeling it. He has cuts. He's bruised up. He's doing all he can. He's struggling a little bit. 41 to 50, and we save the heaviest hitters for last. Yeah, I think we could do it. I think so.
I don't know, man.
I mean, in my opinion, throw me in there and that's it. But
Yeah,
that's
okay.
just what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But I mean, hey, bro. I think it depends how you go at it, right? I go
Yeah,
up in there
okay.
and just show my back, start flexing like Yujiro Hanma. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be like, oh snap, and then he gonna just fate and die right there. You know what I'm saying? That's just what's gonna happen. That's just me though. I can't say that for
That is just
anybody
you.
else.
That
I
would never
think
happen.
I mean I think it would always happen. I think 9 times out of 10 it would happen. The one time that it wouldn't happen, I think I would just not show up that day because I would have better things to do. But 100%, I think it would happen. 1,000% actually. Matter of fact, 10,000%. Take it or leave it. I like your dead silence on this.
You're delusional, bro.
Delusional though? What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh
Oh,
man. I don't think I've ever been to Lulu in my life, man. I don't know what you mean. I don't think even once you could check my whole online presence and you would not see 1 ounce of exaggeration. That's what I think.
because okay, it said one gorilla is stronger or as strong as 20 humans.
Okay.
So
Well, the thing is, I saw that too. Isn't
maybe,
the
maybe
okay?
we don't know,
Right. That's
but
what I'm
maybe.
saying.
So so imagine you boom. Imagine getting hit by 20 people at the same time. You're gonna get rocked, my boy.
This is gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The first 10 people are
Have
done.
you seen them
They're gone.
fight, dude? Have you seen the like my only problem is gorillas aren't aggressive like grizzly bears. So that like they don't really go to kill you.
I think I could take on a black bear. I
Okay.
think I could do it.
Okay.
I think
buddy.
so. I think
Okay,
so.
buddy.
Unless it like bites me as anywhere like that's
Oh
that it
yeah,
can
okay,
kill me.
okay, yeah. Okay,
What?
go out in
Hey,
the
what do you?
woods.
Okay.
I'll find you find a little cub. Okay,
A
hang around
cub.
that cub
All
till the
right,
mama
bro.
come.
You
Okay.
are underestimating me to the 10th
No, no, no,
degree.
no, 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 no,
How dare you?
no, no, no. I'm saying hang around that cub until
Oh,
the mama
okay.
comes and she sees you by her cub.
I'll
We'll
be
see how good you
cuddling the
do.
cub.
We'll see how good.
I'll be petting the cub. I'll put the parent on a leash. Matter of fact, watch.
We'll see.
I'm gonna show up at your
We'll
crib.
see.
I'm gonna show up at your crib and be like, "Here, pet my pet. My newest addition to my
Nah,
family."
nah, not happening. Delusional. This guy drank the Kool-Aid, bro. This guy drank the
Drink
Kool-Aid.
the Kool-Aid. Oh no.
Yup. Yup. Yup.
I'll be okay. Look, okay, all right. Let's ground ourselves a bit, right?
Okay.
Let's assume. Let's just within the realm of imagination, assume that I wouldn't go down, right? Because obviously I would be, not there in any way, shape, or form when that's taking place. But who do you think can take on
Huh?
a gorilla? What men and how many do you think would it take to take down a bloodlusted gorilla?
I don't think they can.
You don't think any amount of men? There's
No. We're
way.
talking about 100. We're talking about 100.
Well, yeah, I mean, my question was like, how many men and who specifically do you think it would be necessary to take down a gorilla, a bloodlusted gorilla? I'm talking the Planet of the Apes gorilla, right?
I know the apes gorilla.
Caesar's best buddy.
Jeez. I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
we are the dominant species. We can't just claim that title and not back it up.
Yeah, because of our innovation, and
There's no shot you think we're the dominant species because we created some willy wackies and tiggy figures. There's no shot.
yeah, and I mean we're a lot smarter, but that's also goes along with innovation. We're just completely different. It's an animal we're talking about.
Right. I mean, okay. All right. How about this? We'll build up to it. Okay. I'm gonna throw animals at you and tell me how many men and in like who specifically would it take to take down this animal. We'll start small. All right. We'll start small. Pit bull.
A pit bull.
Pit bull.
One.
One guy you think he'll take it down, right? Could take it down, right?
Yeah.
100%. I agree. Okay. I would even say a teenager could do it, but
Yeah.
okay.
Not the soft ones we got now, but yeah.
That's another conversation. But what else? Let's see. Okay. One guy for one pit bull. Let's throw in an elk. An elk.
An elk.
An elk. Yeah. Throw that in there.
Bare hands, obviously, right?
But of course, no weapons at all.
I'd say 2 because you'd have to corral it somehow.
Okay. Okay. Fair. That's fair to say. You need one guy to hold it down, another guy to do the damage. All right.
Well, yeah, you'd have to, because you're not gonna be able to chase it on foot. You're gonna have to kind of pen
Sneak
it
up on
in
it.
and yeah. Well, no, you're gonna have to
we
get it
can't
stuck
use
between
tools.
you two guys. No, right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying you're gonna get it stuck between you 2 guys, or maybe 3,
Mhm.
and then
Okay.
you all just like slowly creep closer, and then you kind of pounce.
Right. Okay.
It
I
only
can
takes
see
one
that.
to end it.
Right. Fact. Okay. Fair. Okay. Okay. Let's up the ante. Right. Up the ante.
Okay.
A horse. One of those. What are they called? Those huge horses. I like.
Oh, the one that the one beer has for the mascot thing.
I think so. Yeah. Remember, all these animals. I don't know if I stated earlier, but bloodlusted.
Oh,
Probably already killed someone before. Like straight up, they're fully anteed up.
3, because I don't know how strong it is.
One horse I think can pull like what? Kind of
For
carry like
that
1,000
specific
pounds.
horse.
Okay. Well, okay.
Like, I don't know how much force it would take to
Mhm.
end it.
Fair. I mean, just I don't know the neck, right? Neck would be a
Yeah,
good point.
right. Because obviously it's gonna be fighting back. I just don't know how much force. Like if one guy'd be able to do that.
Okay, so guessing, we'll just say any horse then, whatever is nearest. Well, what would it be? How many men?
Shetland pony.
Okay, not a pony. Or golly, horse pony. My gosh, I would be
I'm
so
sorry, I
upset.
forgot you were a brony. Yeah, my bad.
Oh,
My
that's
bad. I totally
crazy.
forgot
Now
you were a
that's
brony.
wild. Now that's out of pocket.
Back to the question.
That's crazy. I'm not a brony. Yuck. Freaking yuck. Ew.
No, come on. Me and Jade both know. Anyways.
Me and Shade both know. No, you're name dropping supporters to back you up. This is crazy.
Yeah, I sure am.
Isn't Shade a furry, by the way? What are you talking about? What?
The ICJ's podcast can neither confirm nor deny these allegations.
Okay, well, okay. Yeah, all right, screw you. Ain't no way you lawyer it up for him. There's no shot right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Just saying. Okay. All right.
That's as much as I can say at this moment.
That's wild. Okay. All right. So 1 or 2 guys for a horse, right?
Yeah. 1 or 2.
Alrighty. Let's jump up a bit. We'll jump up a bit.
Okay.
All right. Okay. We'll do buffalo. Yup, pretty high up. Buffalo still got predators. I mean, we'll do a buffalo.
to 13.
10 to you know what? That's fair. That is very fair. And I could see it being harder too, but yeah, that's fair. Okay. 10 to
Yeah.
13. Alrighty.
'Cause, I mean, those things probably tip over a vehicle.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they
They just
definitely
ram
can.
it, you know?
They definitely can. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's up it a bit more. We're gonna get to that gorilla point right after this. Okay. Elephant.
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 Mm.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh man. I don't know that you'd be able to with your bare hands.
Bare hands. Just name the amount of men. Elephant is bloodlusted. Uh, yeah. Well, okay. We'll even add this. These
Okay.
men, let's say 50% of how many men have taken we'll say physical enhancements.
Physical enhancements.
You know the
Say,
medicinal kind. The
oh man.
medicinal kind. Yeah. All right. That's all I'll say.
But still, oh man. Um, like 200
What?
for an elephant, my guy.
200? Picture
For an
200
elephant.
people in general.
Yeah, it's
You
not that
think it
many.
would take what? 200 people can fill up so many.
Yeah, but we're talking
places.
about an elephant here, dude. A freaking elephant. Bare
Yeah,
hands.
I mean,
Bare hands.
bare hands. Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe like 4 at each foot. Probably tip it over.
Tip
Yeah.
it over. Good
Yeah.
luck.
They're roided
Good
out.
luck.
They're roided out. Half the guys are roided out.
Still.
What do you really? You think so? You think 200 men half roided out would be necessary to take down an elephant? I mean, it is bloodlusted, but still.
Yeah. They might fail.
What? What?
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
Have
I don't
you
agree.
seen that thing throw lions like rag dolls?
I mean, those are
It pierces a whole
lions.
freaking thing
I
with
could
its
throw. All right,
tusks.
let me stop.
Nah, you can't.
But
You can't. Shut up.
okay. Look.
I don't even know how
Mm,
you're killing it.
that was very funny. I'm sorry.
I don't. You're not gonna twist its neck like the rest of these things. Buffalo's hard enough. You got this behemoth. Good luck.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna be on that team.
Oh, that made my stomach hurt. That's funny. That's a very hilarious, imaginative situation I just had. Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, true. I mean, okay. I don't want to. We're not going to talk about ways to kill animals here, okay? But we're. But I think it's possible, right?
Because you gotta take this thing's weight into consideration.
Throw a guy in its mouth. I don't know. Make it choke. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Now we're at okay. So you're thinking it's gonna take 200 people. Wow, 200 or so. You said people for an elephant. What about a gorilla? I'm stuck on that. I don't know why you said 200. That's wild.
There's an elephant, dude.
Man, that's
Because
fair. It's fair in a way, but like, nah.
if it comes running at you, what are you gonna do? Like you're not gonna stop it in its tracks. Good luck. You're gonna get trampled to death.
Hmm. True. True.
And it's bloodlusted, so let's say it just keeps running back and forth until
They're not
everyone's
dumb.
dead.
They're very smart.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, they're
They're
intelligent.
very smart. They really intelligent. Like weirdly.
Yeah. They can sleep with they can put half of their brain to sleep and keep the other half awake. Like you can't sneak up on it. Good luck. As soon as it sees you, boom, other half of the brain's awake. It's fully functional.
Hmm. I think about that one honestly. That should be the question. That gorillas. 'Cause I think
Yeah.
I think a couple people that I'm choosing could take on a gorilla.
I don't. Say 150,
Okay.
175 maybe.
For a gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think would win the fight, gorilla or elephant? Both bloodlusted.
An elephant.
You think so?
Yeah.
I should have probably ranked it a bit smaller. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You think a gorilla's gonna
fair.
beat an elephant?
Two gorillas.
Gorillas. Wow.
Two gorillas could do it. Matter of fact.
If you say so.
I mean, I don't know. You brought up the point that one gorilla is 20 men.
3 gorillas.
100 gorillas versus 100 elephants.
Gorillas. 6 gorillas. 7 gorillas. 8 gorillas. 9
Oh, no.
gorillas. And a chimpanzee.
And the chimpanzee facts, yeah. And an orangutan. I feel you.
I know you got that. I know you got that reference.
I mean, Stone Cold is a staple in the household. 1000%. Of course I got that. Stone Cold is amazing. Matter of fact, Stone Cold, if you're hearing this, I challenge you to a beer drinking contest. All right. I must forewarn you, I am the best drinker that WWE's ever seen. All right. I will cut a promo right now. Do not play with me. Off the top of the dome, I will cut a promo. Unfortunately, we kind of went past the amount of time we're supposed to be.
The allotted amount of time, yes.
The allotted amount of time, yes. So we'll segue, right? Because we were a bit, we were reaching points of exaggeration. Speaking of exaggerated content,
Okay,
here's some updates regarding the animes that we're watching. So if you're down with that, stay tuned because here we go talking about it.
We should do that.
What up?
React to the new episodes.
Oh, we could. Yeah, we should do that actually. That'd be dumb if why don't we do that?
I don't know. I don't know why we don't.
We can totally do that. Why don't we do that? I'm pissed off. Why don't we do that?
I don't know.
No, that actually got me mad. Why are we not doing this actively? What the mother frick, dude? I'm trying so hard not to cuss right now. What the frick, man? By the way, that's another update I failed to mention. I have put a break on my derogatory language. I was getting to a point that I was cussing every single other word, and I was just profusely misunderstanding nuances when it came to what I should say, what I should not say. So it got really embarrassing when I was at a specific event with family, and those who were higher up within a family member's, company. I'll just say company, right?
Yep.
I may or may not have made myself a fool.
Oh boy.
So
When don't you though?
okay, dang it, really? What? What I do? What I do now?
You know what you did.
uh, oh
You may
no.
continue your story.
Okay. Well, so it was just an unfortunate event. I'll say series of events because what followed were also unhinged
Mm,
and a bit of a force. I'll say.
okay.
So we've I've taken a let's not cuss anymore vow. So if I sound cringy, if I sound like it's like I'm forcing myself to like not cuss or whatever, you're just gonna have to deal with it. SMD, KYS, deal with it. FN, just whatever. Moving on. Now, speaking about
Yep.
anime, uh,
Yep.
we should definitely react. We're doing that now. That's not what we're doing. I'm making the executive decision. We will be doing this. What the heck? That is wild.
Yep.
So, matter of fact, on our
Yep.
Buzzsprout, y'all, anyone listening, you can send us direct
Buzzsprout.
text messages, information, regarding your thoughts on how you felt during your listen
Yep.
to our when you listen to our broadcast, what your thoughts are, and we will actually get to it and potentially read it live if you're cool with that. Go to our Buzzsprout. Should be buzzsprout.com /ICJ's podcast. You can look us up, probably get there via our links on platforms such as iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, in the works. You also should see it on our YouTube, not on our
Mm,
TikTok because I'm dumb. I didn't add one there. But yeah, we also have a Discord open if y'all are willing to join. I
Yep.
believe it's called ITJ Shenanigans. I'll be sure to link it in this on this Buzzsprout site as well. But yeah, so check in with us. We'd love to hear your thoughts, see what you're saying. By the way, Mr. J is taken. Don't DM us on that.
I mean.
And just like that, our female base just plummeted already.
If anything, it rose. Soared through the roof.
If anything, it rose. I got an idea.
Ladies. Ladies.
All right, y'all. The reason he's acting like this is because we found out that a large majority of our following is from women. So this man over here, he's not bloodlusted.
Surprisingly.
He's love lusted. This guy.
Love
So,
lusted.
uh,
What can I say?
but speaking of exaggerations, there's one for you. But another one would be something that we've been watching, right? A lot of, matter of fact, something we've been covering on our live streams on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok.
Yup.
One Piece. Yeah, the
Ooh.
AKA One Peak, AKA the best, out
Yeah.
now, AKA the best of the big three,
Best of the big three. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So definitely something we've been covering a lot of. Recently, what did we cover recently? It was the latest two chapters, right,
Mm.
of the manga.
The 11, 46, and 47, right?
Right, yeah, true. Yeah, that. So
I believe it was, yeah.
some amazing, amazing things are happening. We can't wait to see Gabon in action. Been dying for it.
Yeah.
Recently saw Rocks put the belt to butt against Whitebeard. All right, which was a little disrespectful. I almost jumped in the panel. Handled that for myself. But you know what I'm saying? You don't diss pops like that. That's crazy to me. That's wild. But all right.
I mean, Hey, yeah.
right? I mean, it's within the plans of Oda.
He is him.
I mean, Rox is him. That's for sure. Rox
Yeah.
definitely has them hands. And for someone looking so scrawny, right?
Yeah.
This guy must have been a problem because we don't see that sort of character design from One Piece in general when they're that scrawny
Mm.
and that
Yeah.
OP. Usually they cap at probably Prospero level. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
yeah, we don't see Warlord level or Emperor level when they're that scrawny. Just hasn't happened.
Yeah. Aside from Buggy, but
Here's the thing about Buggy. He has that thing where he could just like make himself big because he separates his
Oh,
arms and legs.
that's true. Yeah.
So like it kind of defeats it a little bit or sidesteps that rule.
I guess. Yeah.
But
But I mean, he's only an emperor because
the names
it's the
attached to
two
him,
guys on him. Yeah.
Crocodile and what's his name? Mihawk.
Rakua Mihoku.
Fraud Hawk, if you will. No, I'm playing. No. No, I mean,
Ooh, he's gonna get out. He's gonna get all the Mihawk
get
family
assassinated by someone. I
angry.
don't know.
Yeah, right.
Even
Wake
the
up, guy
live
standing
action
over
guy,
your
yo,
bed. Mihawk trash, huh? Huh?
some heavy breathing dude at my bed, the feet of my bed, just like pose with a fedora, trying to
Yeah,
aura
right.
farm.
Trying to aura farm. True. True.
I was gonna do like the internet accent that people have, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna not do that. It's gonna sound too good. Matter of fact.
Sure it will. Sure it will.
But not just One Piece, right? We've been covering a lot of other things, such as
Yeah.
so, I mean, a lot of comics too. Matter of fact, right?
Yeah, good amount.
Yeah, covering Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Constantine Dead in America.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Now that's a ride.
It's
Jeez.
a big bag of stupid this one is.
Hey, y'all, if y'all heard that, that was a reference to Constantine's one of the most disrespectful things we've seen as of late.
Yup.
Yeah, man.
That disrespectful.
Bro said he's a bag of stupid. That's wild.
Oh no.
The South is impacting him way too much.
Yeah, right. Not for real. For real.
But I mean,
Oh
besides that, something that we've also been looking into, right? Well, I mean, at least I have. Would be Bleach, which is something
yeah,
we do
that's
want to
right.
talk at length about, but not sure we have the time. We'll mention that I am, I think, caught up. Not caught up. Wait a minute. Bad choice of words. Excuse me. My bad. Whoa. My
Yeah,
bad. You almost heard me die. Wow. But no. I'm up to episode 44 of the anime of Bleach.
Okay.
Latest thing I saw would be the Quincy activating his secret technique, the glove of emo-ness, the edgelord glove of righteousness. I don't know what they call it, but I don't know. But
Wow.
he activated it against the what's his name, Orochimaru, Frieza, whatever it is. But
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The scientist.
yeah, the scientist captain. Yeah,
I forget his name.
I'm not remembering his name honestly. He's a very unique character. I like him.
Yeah.
But
I know exactly where you're at now.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can see that in my head.
I hate that he lost off a technicality. I hate that. Not the captain. I mean, the Quincy. Even though he won, they said he won. He didn't really win. You know.
Right.
It was kind of yeah.
What's his name?
I didn't
Miori or
like that.
something? Miori.
Yeah, I think it was Miori. I think yeah, Miori.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Karatsuchi?
I don't know I don't remember his last name.
I forget it. It's been so long since I watched that.
Oh yeah, I mean a little bit of my history. When Bleach was first airing, that's when I was watching it, but I've only got up to I want to say episode 100 at that time, and I
Dang,
was
you're old.
watching it when it was being uploaded to Toonami way back then.
Dang, you're old.
I
Holy smokes.
mean, hey man, Toonami was peak. I do not have a problem doxing my age for that one. Toonami was amazing. Shout out to my boy Tom. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend. But
Okay.
yo,
Whatever you say, man.
what do you mean? What I say? Wait, hold on. You're okay. Hold up. Backtrack. What do you think I said? But he said whatever you say. I'm scared
Pretty
now.
sure you just admitted to being a brony, but
Being a brony. What?
yeah.
What do you mean?
Isn't that what you said?
I said Tom. What do you think I said?
Oh, Tom?
Tom. Yeah.
Who's Tom?
The dude from Toonami. The robot dude.
Oh, the robot from Toonami. What about him?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Bro's on a different plane of existence right now. Oh my gosh. Um, Tom, I said shout out Tom because he was that guy that voiced by Steve Blum, who would also do that intermission thing before an anime started. He'd be like popping up on the schedule, whatever. Is Bleach with Ichigo, whatever. He'll give you like a summarized version of what's gonna happen in the episode.
Okay.
But yeah. So shout out Tom. My boy, voiced by Steve Blum, the legend. But yeah, I was watching Bleach back then, and I just kind of fell off because I think at one point they stopped.
Oh,
Toonami stopped briefly for a little bit, so I just kind of never picked it up, and then until a couple years later, when I was like 16 or so, I was watching it via no not 16, like 15 or 14. I was
okay.
watching it via YouTube. And y'all remember Vimeo? Man, don't get me started. Watching it Vimeo. What was the other one? It was bleach.net or something. Yeah, I don't know. You remember that when it was? Oh man,
I don't remember.
it was those it was like how the sites were designed back then. If you wanted to watch Bleach, you would click Bleach, and it would open or transition the site to being bleach.net. Then if you wanted to watch it was like those pirate websites. So if you wanted to
Right.
watch One Piece, you clicked it, and then it would transition to being OnePiece.net or whatever, things like that.
Uh-huh.
But on those sites is what I would watch it on, and I only made it up to again episode 50 to 120, around that. And then I just stopped for until now, to where I'm at episode 44, and I love it because I don't remember basically anything. So it's kind of great. So,
Yeah, that's good.
heck yeah.
At least
I
you don't,
mean, mhm.
I don't know. At least it's kind of like new to you, so you're not bored just rewatching it.
Right, that was a fear of mine, right? That it would just start playing, and I'm like, crap, I know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to be watching it right now. I'm also took a hiatus off of Hunter x Hunter, so I'm thinking of going back into that.
Okay.
I know you were just checking out Dragon Ball, the original manga.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z now, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever pick that back up, or you're waiting until I
Not
get back
yet.
on? on X Center. Okay.
Not yet, because we haven't done those streams in a while. So
Yeah,
I
true,
mean,
true.
if I read it, I'd probably not remember everything.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something we want to look back into sooner than
Yeah.
later. But besides that, been also looking at other anime. We did, was it this year or the end? Or yeah, I think it was the beginning of this year. We finished Dragon Ball Daima.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, Freaking amazing. Honestly, it wasn't. It was slow and it was something very different than what we're used to. 100%. But it was definitely something to look forward to because it was the last work of Akira Toriyama, and which was funny because it wasn't supposed to be his work. if you look into it, he kind of just got interested. He was like, kind of just took over. So that
Wow.
was kind of great. But
Uh,
yeah, I mean, we got because of him, Vegeta goes Super Saiyan 3. We got yeah, we got Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
hmm
What? Oh man, we can't downplay that.
hmm
Just a bunch of things. I mean, some more. Oh, we got what was that one game that came out? Dragon Ball.
Xenova? Well, not
No, no.
Xenoverse.
Well, there was another expansion now, another expansion back for that.
Oh, there was.
Yeah. Well, it's rumored to have Glorio and whoever else appear.
Oh, okay.
So probably some DLC or whatever, right?
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Z Fighters?
Was it Z Fighters?
I think
Um,
that's the last one I
oh,
remember.
Fighter Z, you mean?
Fighter Z. I don't know.
What was it called? Sparking Zero, that one.
Oh,
Yes. Oh man, that game was peak.
I
I
totally
still
forgot
like
about
it. Yeah, I mean a lot of people have. The hype
it.
really died down, but I stand by it. It's one of the better Dragon Ball games. I definitely think it was better than Kakarot. That's a hot take among the community, I'm sure, but it really was just like a breath of fresh air because it's something that we sort of missed out a lot, right? Fighter Z tried to be its own thing. Xenoverse was completely its own thing with the open world and all that.
Oh
Kakarot
yeah.
tried to Dragon Ball Kakarot tried to be open world as well, trying to piggyback off of what Xenoverse had made famous within
Yep.
that community. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, I mean I liked the what's it called? Sparking Zero because it was just you're just fighting. That's it. It's just there's no real story mode. You they feature some interesting things. You got to see the perspectives of different characters, hearing their voice lines. Really just dope things, creating your own scenes within the fighting mechanics. It's awesome. It's peak. I love it. If you haven't played it, play it right now. Do it now. Matter of fact, stop the stream, pause it, play it, come back to the stream. Do it right now. Thank you. Anywho, yeah. I mean that about wraps with like what I've been doing with anime. What about you? What have been some things you've been looking into? I know you've tried to put me on to Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. It's I don't know. I just like the kind of the storyline of it, the kind of cutesy little animation it has sometimes.
Right.
The music in
I'm
it
on
is
episode
pretty
7.
nice. Okay.
Yeah. I'm behind. I'm in the
Um.
first season.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I did not expect that. Yeah, I forgot that the second season. Wow.
Other than that, I've just been actually fell behind on Sakamoto.
Oh, really?
I did.
I think there's only 11 episodes, right?
Is there? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. That's from my check.
Okay. I finished Solo Leveling. That was okay.
Okay, yeah.
But I mostly been keeping up with One Piece. Have you seen the special trailer that they kind of released for the next episode?
I
11/28.
don't think I have.
It looks
I
good.
should check that out. I'll check that out right after this.
Yeah, because they
On
go
YouTube?
in more depth. It might be. I saw it on Twitter on Library of O'Hara. Arthur.
Okay, pull that up. Yeah, shout out Library of O'Hara too. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
Archer be on it, bro.
actually. 'Cause oh man, it looks. I can't wait for next episode. It's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be fire. Oh
most
yeah.
definitely.
Mm,
But
other than that, I
yeah.
haven't really been watching much anime.
Okay.
I've more so been caught up on like uh scary game playthroughs, horror game playthroughs.
Oh yeah. Fair. I mean, a lot coming out, right?
Yeah, yeah, and then just all like the indie stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like I like those ones. They're always fun and I don't know. They have a special feeling to
What would you
I
say?
think. I said they have a special feeling to them, I think.
Oh, definitely. I agree.
It's always fun to
Definitely.
get to see those played or play them
Right.
yourself.
True.
But yeah, other than that, I haven't really watched much anime.
Mm-hmm.
Sad to say.
I mean, hey, sometimes we need a breather, right? Our whole life we've been neck deep within the community, so it's always good to get a fresh breath air out of here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of gameplay, right, and
Hmm.
games in general, me, Mr. J, and I
Hmm.
have some projects coming up. Something we love to introduce to everyone when it's full and ready.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, a couple of them, I would say. One we got is the it is a horror game, one that we have in mind. Just
Yeah.
something light, something that'll, you know, remind you of the good old internet days, right? When you jump on addictinggames.com, right? When you you know when you jump on cool math games, you know what I'm saying? In
He said cool math games.
yeah, middle school and beforehand. Yeah, something light, something that'll be like, this is addicting, something that's catch your attention, you know what I'm saying? Give it a little
Hmm.
flair from the nostalgia part of your brain.
Right.
But something I'm working on something like that as well as something else that has to do with a just a bunch of concepts that
Right.
we've been working on our own secretly in private behind closed doors, you know, with elite
Mhm.
CIA members protecting the knowledge. But I'm
Yeah.
not gonna dox them, so that's it.
Right. Right.
Yeah, just something like so. Anywho, I think that about covers it, right?
Um. Yeah. Pretty sure we got to everything.
Yeah, we blew way past our allotted time, so
Yeah.
hope y'all sat through and enjoyed it.
Mhm.
We're glad to be back. Expect these regularly, semi-regularly. Uh,
Yeah.
haven't really got down a good date yet, but we do what we can when it becomes regular. It becomes regular. Sit through and just chill out, right? Chill with us. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Late night talks. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Uh,
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff, raw and uncut. You know how you like it. Uh,
Hey yo. Hey yo.
hey, what do you
Hey
mean,
yo.
hey yo? What's hey yo about it, huh?
Nothing, I guess.
Oh man, but glad to be back. That's all I'll say.
Oh yeah. Always good.
All right. Well, there you have it, y'all. Y'all in the next stream. Peace.